I think that all of the outdoors that I have in me came from my mom and dad bringing us here.
If you're having a bad day and you come here, I cannot be sitting here and looking at this and saying, oh, I'm in a bad mood. It's beautiful. It's peaceful. It's serene. It's everything you need.
You can drive 15 or 20 minutes out of downtown Cincinnati and feel like you're in the wilderness. At Great Parks, we preserve natural areas, provide outdoor education, and provide outdoor recreation. So it's going to keep the parks beautiful, and it's what's going to give people opportunity to come here and enjoy them and do the things that they love to do.
Every time I ride a trail in one of the great parks, I just can't help but almost feel like I'm shaking on the inside. It's like electric, dude. I'm just like, let's ride, you know?
I don't even think of it as a job. For me, it's something that I love. It's in my bones. I'm excited every single day. Volunteers come and they'll bring as many people as they can, and we'll knock out some projects and have that sense of accomplishment. What we're bringing is a place for people to come and recreate and to get outside and to just enjoy life.
I typed in learn to paddle, Adventure Outpost came up with their quick start classes. I learned how to rock climb and backpack and do all kinds of stuff that I didn't even have a clue was out there.
The Great Parks means a lot to our family. We've golfed here for well over 40 plus years. I met my wife here on the 3rd hole. We ended up getting married across from number 10 underneath the tree outside the lodge.
Great Parks has close to 17,000 acres. We try to restore it and manage the best way fit for the land itself. We've seen wildlife come back in some of the areas that we have been protecting and preserving that weren't in the county for 100 years sometimes. So it makes us feel like what we're doing is paying off.
To me, this is heaven on earth. When I see someone using the park, that's special to me. I want to do my job as if I'm doing it for my own family.
It's a nice place to go where we can create memories together as a family. So one day, when he gets bigger, he can bring his family up here.
Folks that are looking for a place to go ride a bike or to go for a hike or to take their kids to play on a playground, we are the source for that. We're right here. You just need to come out and explore, come out and visit us. You're gonna be surprised what you find.
One of the things that was memorable for me is the day that we just kind of decided, oh, let's go to Parky's. And they let the kids dig potatoes. And we took them home and we cooked them for dinner. They loved that.
Living in a metropolitan area, when do you get to see the barnyard animals and milk a goat? You do at Parky's Farm. In this day and age, it's so important to be unplugged. It's important that my kids have that time, and our great parks offer a great place to do that. It helps everybody just center. My my daughters come to the Discovery Garden and their imaginations are going wild.
These are little tadpoles down here. You see them on the branch here?
So I just grab them.
That's it.
You can bond with your family, but you can really bond with other families as well.
I think every time we go to the park, we make it a great memory.
Hiking out at Shawnee Lookout in the morning, it's all quiet, the leaves are kind of crisp and crunching underneath your feet. And you're just getting a really good workout in at the same time as enjoying the trail around you. Having all of the trails and the great parks has been an incredible blessing and one that you can't get everywhere. It's a great feeling just to be able to walk out of the house, have a short drive, and be able to be on a trail. Mitchell Memorial Forest was actually the first place that I ever came that was a real mountain bike trail. Pretty much from the first 30, 40 feet in, I knew that I was hooked. Before I ride a trail, I just can't help but feel like I'm shaking on the inside. The smells of the leaves in the air around you, the feel of the wind on your face, the sound of your chain on the bike. When you're riding, you really kind of just forget everything else that's going on in your life and allows you to spend a few minutes with yourself, whoever you're with, and with nature. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
My interest in adventure started when I realized there's probably more to life than books. I started Googling, learned to paddle. Adventure Outpost came up with their quick start classes. So I learned how to rock climb and backpack and hike and do all kinds of stuff that I didn't even have a clue was out there. 10 years ago, that would have been the furthest thing from my mind. I would have had no concept of doing it, and I would have thought I was crazy for even thinking about doing it. The special thing to me about Adventure Outpost is the people. The instructors here are incredible at just connecting with where you're at and truly understanding where you're at. That's part of my passion for volunteering, is being able to help people realize that they have the ability to do any of this stuff, that it's not a certain type of person or a certain type of body shape that can do it. This has changed my life.
Coming to great parks is definitely something that is a family tradition. I think that all of the outdoors that I have in me came from my mom and dad bringing us here. This weekend, I'm here with about 8 to 10 other families. There's a bond. You get to know people in a much different way when you wake up with them in the morning and you're saying goodnight in the evening. This truly is a community. One of our greatest assets is having great parks, not only in my backyard, but in Hamilton County. The recreation opportunities for people that come to Cincinnati to live, work, and play. It's invaluable. Usually one of us will make a big, huge fire, and we make s'mores and brown bears, and you can really just sit down and talk and visit. It's just a really great time. This is definitely my home away from home.
My dad brought me here when I was very young. Would have been about 69 or 70, and we played 9 holes. I probably did not play very well. We've golfed here together for well over 40 plus years. Bobby Jones, the greatest amateur player that ever played this game. teeing off the first tee here in 1938. And for us to be here 75 years later, it's special. I've had the privilege of playing in 3 United States amateur publics. I would stack up these golf courses against the ones we played on the national level. They are some of the most outstanding golf courses in the nation. The Great Parks means a lot to our family. It's the people that come to the parks, our friends, the staff. We come back to see them. This is our day off, and this is what we like to do on our day off. Everybody's welcome.
The way we like to spend time as a family is hiking, definitely. That's our biggest thing. In the morning, they would just come up in our rooms and say, okay, we're going on the hike. We're like, okay.
Spending time in Winton Woods brings us closer together. I think that is part of my childhood that I absolutely loved, and it's important to me that I pass that on.
There aren't a lot of places that you go in Cincinnati where you see a lot of different types of people engaging in kind of like the same space. So that to me is the first thing I notice about it every time I come here.
Because we live in the city, the park's efforts to give us green space is essential.
I think this is one of the few parks that have a mixture of different kind of activities.
So you can hike, bike, roller skate, rollerblade, canoe, kayak, fish,
Eat, sleep, birdwatch,
picnics,
eat. I said that.
To me, Great Parks is a great way to build family and community.